I want to win. I want to help you be great. I get it. But at the end of the day, we're people. And this is a relationship business, and life is about relationships. And so I don't know if it's essential, but I do think it's important. Like when I coached high school football, that was really important to me to get to know the guys and to have fun with the guys and to get input from the guys and to know that, you know, to have them know that I was in this for them, not just for me. And so I think that's where the relationship becomes so important. Is it's easy to see when you get beyond the lines that, oh my gosh, this guy really wants what's best for me. Like he really is interested in me as a human being and not just what I can do for him in terms of winning football games. I think that's really, really important, even though you don't have to be best friends, even though you don't have to be buddies, you don't have to go out and have lunch every Thursday together with your head coach. That stuff doesn't have to be the case. But I do think understanding that they're personally invested in you, a coach is personally invested in a player is extremely important.
Yeah. Just to kind of go through your list, start at Northern Iowa, Terry Allen. Is it John George with the Arena League? Did I have that right?
I'm John Gregory.
John Gregory, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
Then Dick Vermeil, Mike Martz, Tom Coughlin, Denny Green, and Ken Wisenhut. Do you think that you're a microcosm of all those guys wrapped up into one? Do you think you took a little piece of each one of those guys?
Yeah,
or you think Dick Vermeil is probably the biggest influence on your life?
As a coach, Dick was probably, the biggest influence just for me as a man. But yeah, I think all of them shaped me in different ways and had an impact on me and, gave me experiences that would help me both on and off the football field, and it wasn't just my head coaches, Todd Haley, who's my offense coordinator with Arizona, was a huge influence on me. And, we had a great relationship and it was fun to work together. And, the respect that he gave me as a player and allowing me to have input in what we did and, feel like it was a collaboration. I mean, so many of those things have shaped, me, in other team sports I'm involved in. And so what I mean by team sports, that could be my family, right? Different things I learned from those coaches that I now apply to, being kind of a coach in my own family and how I work with my kids and how I, teach my kids and how we build relationships. And so, I think those things, as I mentioned, when I was a coach for players, I took things from all of those coaches and would try to apply it. And so as a coach, I felt like I was a piece of all of those guys as I was trying to apply different things to the players that I had. My hope is that I have kind of the same kind of influence or have an influence on those people, whether it's my kids or the players that I coached or the teammates that I have, in the different jobs that I'm a part of, or locker rooms that I'm in. And you like to think that you've had some kind of an influence on those individuals too, as they go on and as they shape their lives into who they want to be.
So, with your kids, so I know you wrote a book called The Rules of Being a Warner. Was that more about family atmosphere, or was that also part of how you wanted your kids to kind of interact and handle challenges, failures, obstacles? Is that what that book was about? Because I didn't have enough time to read it.
No. It's all good. It was really a fun book from a couple different standpoints. But it was funny because somebody came to us with the idea of, hey, you got 7 kids. We'd love to, kind of learn about your parenting style, maybe the rules that you have in your house. And and I know we were there with a couple of our kids, and Brenda and I kind of looked at each other and we're like, I don't know. We don't really have that many rules. And our kids just looked at each other and they're like, what? Hold on. What about this and this and this? And so they started ripping off all these rules, so to speak, that we have in our house. And we're like, okay, I guess if you count that as a rule, you call that a rule. And so that's really where that book came from, was our kids kind of going, okay, these are the things that our parents have us do, and kind of become the rules of the Warners. And so to your point, yes, even though I never really thought of them as rules, so much of parenting is about how do I teach my kids the little things, right? How do I instill in them some of the values that were instilled in me with my parents or people that I was around when I was younger, and knowing that our kids are growing up in a completely different lifestyle than we had growing up. How do we instill those same values? So those same things are important to our kids growing up. And so, that's really kind of how that started.
Can you please subscribe real quick? Can you just press that button? That little button right there, that little red button. Click subscribe. Do it now. And then, also turn on your notifications.